I've had enough of these pricks wasting our money. Goddamn millions on Rwanda, test and trace, PPE contracts. Just get the fuck out. Call an election. Let the people, the British people, decide whether we want this Rwanda nonsense in a general election. I'm so sick of this lot. Can this government just stop wasting our money for 1 second? Stop wasting our money. I'm sick of it. So yesterday, Sunak got the numbers to get this Rwanda policy through to the next stage, and no one wants it. No one in the British public wants this. Honestly, I mean, you could be, I don't care where you sit on the political spectrum, you could be the most hard-lined anti-immigrant person in the country. But if you fully understand this policy and fully understand what it means, there is no way that you would be for it. We've already wasted 290 million on this absolute catastrophe already. Not a single person has flown to Rwanda. We've built accommodation over in Rwanda. Not a single person has settled there yet. And we can't even afford to house our veterans that are sleeping rough on the streets. But somehow we've got money to build accommodation in Rwanda for not a single refugee. Last week we announced that we were chucking another 100 million at this absolute monstrosity. It's revealed that it's going to cost about 170k each refugee that we send to Rwanda, 170k per person. And then the real kicker, the one that, like I say, the hard-lined anti-immigrants out there in this country that are really anti-immigration, the Richard Tices, the one that want net zero on migration, this is the real kicker. They can't be for this Rwanda policy. We have to take Rwandans back. For all the refugees that we send there, we have to take some back. And not just anyone, the most vulnerable in Rwanda, people with mental health problems and stuff like that. No one wants this. How could anyone want this? We're sending over refugees that could very likely become net positives to our economy if they're healthy working age men, and replacing them with vulnerable Rwandans that we're going to have to give mental health support to and put into our already crumbling care homes and care houses. No one wants this. No one. And every single penny that we've pumped into this absolute monstrosity, we should have been pumping into stopping the criminal gangs in France, because they're the ones that are driving these channel crossings. They're the ones that are driving it through. And there was some great reporting on the newsagents last week. I don't know whether you guys caught it, where they put some undercover people out there to chat to these criminal gangs. Check this out.
What you're about to hear is a conversation with our undercover operative, posing as someone looking for passage for a relative. It is an insight into the mind of both a smuggler and the way their model operates. Money, you'll be amazed to hear, was the first thing on his mind.
So how much?
I take for you 1,500.
In pounds?
Pounds.
Okay,
yes.
And I give to your cousin in
1,500 pounds.
Okay.
And then the process of what happens once they arrive, talking him through it, step by step.
When the boat arrive, the police will help bring to the Dover, yes?
Dover, yes.
Then what happen when he get off the boat?
He go to there, he make the asile. He give asile, normal, he go to hotel for Stern.
Yes.
He's a salesman, isn't he? Describing a 4-star hotel awaiting anyone who arrives in the country. Remember, they will say anything, and they're going to say anything regardless of whether it's true. It's all part of the service. In that vein, he goes on to describe what our operative's relatives should do once they've been in Britain for a week, and he encourages him to claim that he's being persecuted.
Next interview is big.
Yeah.
You have to be ready.
Okay.
You have to make
I understand. We have to
good
make
case. Politica, humanity.
Yeah.
But Politica is good. Because Politica, they cannot bring you back to your country never.
I understand, yeah.
It is also interesting that our smuggler is also very well aware of Brexit and how that makes his life easier, in that Britain is no longer part of information sharing systems that we once were, especially with regard to criminals.
Look, now England is without European, you know?
Yeah,
you have finger from Bulgaria, Serbia, here it's not problem.
And then
because England is without Europa. It's out
in European.
I understand.
This is very good. No?
It's been successful, your trips.
Yes, yes.
The boat rides.
The boat ride, everything.
Yeah,
is right.
Okay, good, good.
worry.
Because he's very worried.
No,
My cousin.
Say him, don't worry.
One thing,
Look,
we get
I
worried
said-
about water.
Brother, no, see, look, I sent familiar with children like
Look,
1 year.
this is one woman.
How many?
1 year,
One
1 year,
woman.
children.
Yeah.
1 year, baby.
These people are salesmen. They're selling a pipe dream to these people. So no wonder so many people are wanting to cross, because they're being sold a lie of 4-star hotels and instant asylum claims processed. And no wonder we're getting people like yesterday, where one of these migrants committed suicide on this barge. You know, no wonder they're being sold this dream by these god-awful criminal gangs of an amazing life, and then they come here and find out the realities of cramped, disgusting accommodation on a barge. No wonder people are taking their life. It's so sad. It's so sad. And these are the ones that we need to be focusing on. This is what we need to be putting 100% of our effort into, cracking down on these criminal gangs. And it's ridiculous. Another thing that was revealed in this interview is that Rwanda, the whole policy of Rwanda is a deterrent, isn't it? That's the whole point. We're going to make a deterrent so people don't want to cross over the English Channel. They didn't even know about it.
We got talking to a couple of the young men in the camp.
Yeah.
And have you heard about Rwanda? About Britain sending people like you to Rwanda?
Rwanda?
Rwanda, have you heard about that?
No, I don't know.
You never heard about
Yeah.
that?
I don't have.
Because, you know, the British government,
To the England?
yeah, England, they say they want to send people like you who arrive in England
Yeah. It's going to the one.
to Rwanda.
It just points out the absolute absurdity of this whole policy and the amount of money. Stop wasting our fucking money, this government. Stop wasting our money. No one is for this. No one wants this Rwanda bullshit. If you fully understand what it is, the refugees over there don't even know about Rwanda. And even if it comes into a fruition, even if finally we actually send some people to Rwanda, criminal gangs are not going to tell them about it, are they? They're going to do whatever they can to try and get people over. There's fucking Sunak now, you prick. Oh, mate, I've had enough. I've had enough of these pricks wasting our money. Goddamn millions on Rwanda. Test and trace, PPE contracts. Just get the fuck out. Call an election. Let the people, the British people, decide whether we want this Rwanda nonsense in a general election. I'm so sick of this lot. If you enjoyed the video, click a like. If you haven't subscribed, you can subscribe up there. There'll be another video. You can check that out as well. Till next time, take care.